Hello, hello, my beautiful internet friends. Good to see you again. Thank you so much for spending part of your day here with me. I really appreciate it. For those of you that are new, welcome. My name is Michelle Davison. I am not a makeup artist. However, I am a stay-at-home wife, mother of 4, and makeup enthusiast. And today, we are playing with makeup. I started doing my makeup and then I felt compelled to bring you guys along. So literally mid-blend, I decided, you know what, we're doing our makeup together because we're all friends here. And I'm compelled to do a couple different things, which is why I just hit the ground running and started doing makeup. I want to use my Colfie shadows more. Really, I want to use all of my single shadows more, but Colfie in particular. This is Satara Sparkles. And I love Colfie shadows. The Plum Patako one makes my heart sing, and if I can only have one shadow in my collection, it would be that shadow, hands down. No competition. I actually picked this one up because I liked the Plum one so much. And I was like, oh, it's a rose gold. I'll use rose gold. But the problem is I don't use rose gold. The problem is rose gold just runs too neutral on me, and I really like bright, vibrant, colorful makeup. The only time I've used this shadow and really loved it was when I did a no makeup day for the splash pad, and you saw me on Instagram stories admiring it and being like, wow, so gorgeous. And I still stand by that. It's so gorgeous. But I want to fall in love with Satara Sparkles in such a way where I don't use it for no makeup days. I use it for looks that I want to create and enjoy what I do with it. The other thing I want to really use is Dirty Martini from Glamlight. It is one of my oldest palettes in my collection. I don't have any pans, but man, do I have to be getting close. There's some really good dips going in there. I just have not hit them. And again, a very gorgeous, unique palette in my collection, but it's underloved. And so what I'm trying to do is play with them both and come up with looks that I love and get re-inspired by in such a way that I'll want to reach for these products, you know, organically, and not just, okay, they're my oldest, I haven't used them in a while, I need to use them. No, I want to rediscover passion for them. So that's what I'm doing here. I figured blues and greens and pinks, don't get me wrong, I like pinks, they're just, my tastes have evolved. I don't know why. Do you guys see what's happening on the outer corner there? It's like there's no pigment getting deposited there. I don't understand that. Because it's not happening on this side. How interesting. It's just like nothing is sticking there. My tastes have evolved because I'm no longer a part of corporate America. I am a stay-at-home wife. And so I can do whatever makeup makes my heart sing day to day. I don't have to be considerate of anyone's dress code because my husband and my children, if anything, enjoy bright, colorful makeup more than neutral looks. So I just don't reach for them anymore. So I'm hoping that we're going to meet our goal today. I have really been re-inspired by the panning community because I talk about the same people all the time, but it's because I consume their content all the time and they really do leave a lasting impact on me. But Dion, if you need a pick-me-up, that is such an incredible human being to just have in your corner. I went on her live stream and I would talk to her about a look I did, and she just built me up so much and continued to do so. She left me the sweetest comments and was like, I'm proud of you. Like, we don't scrap looks here. We play with them until we're satisfied with them. Like, we don't do that. Oh, Mama. I think Mama is starting to go through a growth spurt. Yes, ma'am, I do. Because she is eating way less frequently, but when she does, she's eating like bigger quantities, and her sleep schedule is changing. So it checks out. She's almost 4 months, so we're almost in the toughest one. I took Extra Dirty. It's like a brown matte. I don't think I've ever used that shade in this palette. And I'm just putting it in the other corner here. I don't want to take it all the way up. So usually I blend that shade into the crease, but I don't want to do that. I want the outer corner and the crease blue to remain very distinct today. I tend to have issues over blending at times though. But anyway, I am disturbed deeply by America, the world really, but America. And I am a germaphobe, and I am also deeply disturbed by the lack of vaccination that's going on. So to tell you the truth, do not think that we are going to be doing anything for 4th of July this year. I don't know if I would feel right going out and celebrating a nation as we are today. So we will probably lay low and hang out at home. We just got a bunch of new board games, so we're trying to teach the kids sportsmanship and stuff like that. So we got Pokemon Monopoly, which is actually very different from Monopoly. I feel like it's not as brutal. So if you have youngins, it's a little bit easier for them to accept that they may not win with Pokemon Monopoly, I feel. I don't know, I never played board games as a kid, so I feel compelled to play games like Chutes and Ladders and stuff like that, because when you think of board games, at least when I think of board games, I always think of Chutes and Ladders, but I genuinely could not tell you if I've played it before. I have no idea. So I want to. And I also picked up Life. It's Mario Life, Super Mario Life. So I hope, I don't think I've played Life either, but I hope that because it's like, you know, a video game character, that will also help with the whole sportsmanship lesson we're trying to teach our children. Because it's easier, like, rather than I have no more money, to be like, oh, I ran out of Pokeballs, I can't catch any more Pokemon. I don't know. I actually think that this turned out beautifully. And I didn't do anything incredibly different. I just placed some colors together that I usually wouldn't. But I think this turned out actually really pretty. What do I want to put in the lower lash? Do I want to put anything in the lower lash? Of course I do. I'm feeling like it might be nice to do green olive in like the outer part. I think I want to connect it to that upper shade as well. So maybe I'll take it out. And then, yeah, I think I'm gonna take it all the way up to my brow bone. Do something different. And then just take it in. I might even experiment and just do it all the way up to my brow bone. Speaking of trying new things, Dion, what do you think of that? I just hear her voice when I do my makeup. That sounds so creepy, but I promise that means like the nicest of all things. I could just hear her being like, we play with our makeup in the crazy troll nation. Try something new. You're a troll now. You're part of the crazy troll nation. But seriously, look at this look. I never would have done anything like this. This is just so different. I think I need to blend out my outer corner a little bit more, but it's just like, it's just so refreshing because you listen to the intro, or at least, okay, so I'm speaking from my experience. I listened to her intro and I was like, wow, I really like what you stand for. Like, this is amazing. Be your authentic self. Don't subscribe to the beauty standards other people put forward, because who set those standards? Who just decided that that's what we're doing and everybody was just like, oh yeah, that's what we're doing? Who did that? That makes so much sense to me. But when you're doing it, you don't always catch yourself doing it. And so just having somebody who consistently subscribes to the message, like truly subscribes to the message that she is pushing out to her friends on the internet, man, that is such a beautiful thing, because people say whatever they're gonna say because it makes them feel good, or because they should say it, or, you know, whatever. But in practice, oh, I just realized I'm running my washing machine. You guys are gonna hear that annoying buzzing. Oh, I am not restarting this video, so oops, mother of 4. That's why I tell you guys in the beginning I do have 4 children, because if I have one video that's not interrupted by crying or somebody having a question or an appliance buzzing annoyingly in the background, that's going to be a very, very rare day, because my house is full of love, but man, is it full of excitement all the time. But it's just nice. And she calls me on it, like in a very kind, loving way. But she's like, girl, do what you want. Like, have fun, experiment, do the exciting new thing. We're all here to play with makeup. That's why we're here. We're not here to all do our makeup the same. That'd be so boring. Like, and oh man, she's so right. So Mondays and Thursdays are her live stream days. And I try my best to hop on every single time, because the conversation is so fun. Like, her chat goes in the most fun, unexpected, exciting ways, and everybody there is just so full of love, and I live for it. So I just want to thank Dion in a very, very sincere way. And the other day, she actually called me on this too. So I keep telling you guys, I've been really naughty, and I make light of it, but no, really, I've been really naughty. I've been shopping more than I want to, and genuinely, I want to stop. I really, really want to stop. But then I'm always like, oh, it's just one more thing. It's just one thing. It's such a good deal. It's just this thing. And now I'm like kind of drowning in all this stuff that I picked up, because I want to use all of it. And I only have one face, and I only have 2 eyes. And even if I don't like to do it, because when I put on makeup I want to wear it. I want to appreciate it. I don't want to just put it on, okay, on to the next. You know, I want to like actually appreciate it, actually love it. And I feel like I've just accumulated just too much stuff. And so I was talking to her about, because everybody was talking about the great sales going on for the 4th of July. And truly, there are lots of really great sales going on. I was like, you know, there's just this blush, and it's always the blush. It's always, there's actually a palette I'm really into right now too. It's the Gourmand Girls Call of The Sirens palette. If I saw that palette before the Pretty Grunge palette, I am pretty convinced I would have picked that one up instead, because it's $56. I paid $29 before the fees and stuff for Pretty Grunge, and it does do what it does very well, and it is something that I enjoy wearing. It is something I'm going to get pretty good use out of. I can see myself panning every single color in that palette except for one. I could see that That doesn't mean I'm going to be successful in that, but I can see it happening. I can see there's no color besides one where I'm like, oh yeah, that's not happening at all. But it doesn't inspire me to create. It enables smoky eyes, it enables grunge, but it doesn't inspire creativity. Whereas the Gourmand Girls Call of The Siren palette, that inspires creativity. I can see that doing grunge really well, but I can also see it doing just a lot of other things as well. Whereas Pretty Grunge, I don't see that. Unless I random number generate like another palette to go with it. I could see that, but it's just a grungy palette. So I was talking about that palette, and I was also talking about the the Huda Beauty Bacon Cakes blush is something I've been eyeing as well. But I don't feel like I need to run out and buy it right this second. It's something that when I go online to window shop, as I often do, I find myself seeking that one out. And in fact, Ipsy had some blushes on a discount, and if Bacon Cakes was one of the shades, I think I would have probably picked it up. They had Poppin' Petals, which tempted me, but did not make the final cut. And they also had, it was like a fuchsia one that I was also, I want to say it was like something like alcoholic, like Prosecco Fizz or something like that. I can't remember the shade name, but that one had me, and Sundress Season had me looking too. But I didn't feel like I had to purchase them right this second. And I also didn't feel like I had to purchase Bacon Cakes right this second, because the Charlotte Tilbury blush I just picked up is like the light of my life right now. It's so pretty. And I know for a fact I'm getting some blushes in BoxyCharm. I'm just waiting for them to get here. So I'm feeling overwhelmed with all the stuff I want to use. I'm supposed to be project panning NARS Orgasm right now because I just repressed it. And it's not even like something I'm thinking to reach for. And when I do think to reach for it, I end up deciding, nah. Because there's something else I want to reach for more. So that was a very long-winded way to explain the backstory of this conversation. But I was talking to Dion and her chat about, you know, there's this blush I really want, there's a palette I'm eyeing, oh man, I don't know. And Dion's like, listen, we have so much stuff. You have so much, you don't need it. No, girl, you don't need it. Don't get it. You don't need it. And she has discount codes. She does. And rightfully so. She does tell people, like, hey, if you're buying stuff, use my code. But she never pushes it. In fact, and you see how much I'm using? Yesterday, I thought that my blush was gorgeous, but I was curious about, should I add a little bit more? Would that make it more gorgeous, or would that ruin it? So depending on how this blends out today, I might try it, but we'll see. She rightfully, like, says, hey, if you're shopping, use my code, please. But she always says, girl, don't shop. You don't need it. You don't need it at all. You have it. Shop your stash. You have palettes I'm sure you don't use often. You have colors I'm sure you could do something creative with that you haven't done before. But you're not thinking about it. You're thinking about the new. You're chasing the new. And not just me. She tells this to everybody. She's like, you don't need to shop. Don't do it. So Tanya, my friend Tanya, was talking about the same bundle that caught my eye. It was Pat McGrath palette and like a lip oil and stuff from BoxyCharm. And I was also hemming and hawing because I'm like, man, you know, I recently got into Pat McGrath eyeshadow because of the Petalmorphosis palette. But I was never, ever into... I think I like this the way it is. I don't think I want to add another layer. Again, I don't feel like it would be too much blush because I like blush if I added another layer. I just think that that was the perfect amount for what I wanted. But I still want to find a look where I can add another layer because I've wanted to do this twice now. And both times I'm like, no, this gives what I want it to. I am going to top it with my Danessa low-key low lighter. So I think that's probably why I'm leaving it, because I don't want it to be like too overbearing when I add this. But Tanya goes on there and says, oh man, I have this Pat McGrath bundle that I've been eyeing, but I also have like other stuff in my cart and I just can't pull the trigger and it's like $200. And me, I am not. I am in my healing era. I am not the girl that you want to come to with, should I get this? Because the answer is probably going to be, yeah, get it. Because I like to see new, but I want to buckle down and get through my stuff. So she was like, Tanya, no ma'am, like, if you want to get the bundle, get the bundle. It sounds like a great deal if those are your type of colors. But everything else in your cart, no, scrap it all. Don't need it. And I was like, I needed that. I need you in my life. So I think every day is going to be the day. I've been telling you guys for like 3 weeks now it's going to be the day. And I don't think it's the day yet. I think I can still get one more day out of this. It's the setting spray that never ever dies. I've had this for 3.5 years. Granted, I was not using it every day, but I have had it for 3.5 years. And it's still alive and well. What lip do I want to do with this? I can see this going a couple different ways. I think I want to go in with Bamboo 111 from Shiseido. I'm really trying to get this used up this year. It needs to go. It's also 3.5 years old. And I have not too much left, but it's a slow dying product too. But yeah, I don't know if you guys got a good look at that, so I am going to show you one more time. That's all I have left. So if I buckle down, I think this could be an empty end of August. I want to go myself. I want to go myself end of August because this does give very summer to me. It's very neutral leaning, but very summer. But this is my look of the day. I actually like it. So I think that this, I'm going to tilt you guys normal. I think that this look did what I wanted it to do. I really wanted to find a look that I love, not that I just settle for, using Dirty Martini and my Coffee shadow, and I think I found it because it gives cool tone. It gives blue green, but I think that the warmth of this shadow mixes the blush with this lip really well. I think it worked. I think it did good. So it just was really telling. I think that this was a very positive, good experience for me because Dion always tells us, she'll tell us every single time, you have it. You don't need to shop. Take that out of your cart right now, girl. Like, you got it. Go shop your stash. Do looks that you haven't done before. It's going to give new life to your products. Don't do it. And this gives very Call of The Sirens from Gourmand Girls. It's not perfect. Like, there's some shades in there that I don't have elsewhere in my collection, but it gives the same vibes. It gives grungy, it gives colorful grunge, but it gives grunge, and I already have it. It's free 90 free. Maybe if I still want the palette in 6 months, maybe I'll allow myself to get it, but right now, I have so many gorgeous, underappreciated, underused things in my collection, I don't need to be shopping, and it feels nice. It feels nice to be able to be like, yeah, I actually really love this. I think this is gorgeous. And it really inspires me what else in my collection is hiding. What other color combos? What other looks can I do? What pans can I hit? And how quickly can I hit them? By just, or I'm not going to dig. I'm never going to dig. But just from naturally using my stuff, I have run into a green martini kick recently, and I see a couple I can hit, like this green I'm really eyeing, and maybe that blue. I see a dip. It would just be cool. It'd be cool to see the stuff that I truly love showing the love it deserves. So thank you again, Dion. You really just inspire me, and you bring me back to my roots, because I don't have the money to be shopping the way I'm shopping, girl. I don't. And I already spent my money on all this, and I was just telling you guys like a month ago how mortified I am that I spent this much money on all this. So let's use it. Let's use it up. Let's give it the love it deserves, and let's come up with some creative, fun new looks because I really like it. So I just wanted to say I appreciate you, I love you, and I really would like to invite you all to come join the Crazy Troll Nation on Mondays and Thursdays. We have so much fun there. We really do. All the girls, Tanya, Sarah, Dawn, Janessa. Oh man, I'm so bad with names, but these are the ladies I talk to. Alexandria. Talk to these ladies all day, every day, and we have so much fun. So please come join us. But thank you for spending time with me today. I appreciate bringing you guys on my makeup journey. I know that it's been a lot of highs and lows lately with I'm doing so good not shopping. I hit a really bad slump and I want to do nothing but shop. I am getting better and now I'm regressing. And healing is not linear. Healing definitely has highs and lows, and I'm coming out of a very bad low where I spent a lot of money and was super, super naughty. But you know what? We are going to turn it around. We are going to go back up to a high, and we are going to buckle down and try to pan and try not to spend any money, no buy summer. And I'm excited for you guys to come along with my makeup and healing journey. So without further ado, I'll let you get back to your day, but I do appreciate the comments and the DMs and the engagement around makeup. That is what I'm here for. I love to talk about all things makeup, makeup looks, what went well, what I could have done better, makeup ideas. Do you have these products? What do you think about the products? I'm curious. So without further ado, I'll let you get back to your day, but thank you again, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!